Oh God, what have I said? Y'all ever do a live stream and thought that the damn camera was on and realized that you just said some wild ass shit?
Right. And see.
That was just a joke, guys. Yeah, bad waves. We cracking jokes. Nigga. Oh my God, nigga. I didn't even think I didn't think about it until right now when I sat down and I'm sitting here running my motherfucking mouth. And I'm just like, and that's when. Is this thing on? Shit, man. Oh, it's already that time. Yeah. We're gonna say a little something before we get started, cause you saw we lost one and we lost another one, right?
Who?
Noah.
Oh yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah, because you told me before that he was sick, and then like the same day he died. The same like.
Yeah, right. Cause his wife sent out the email for us to like send messages.
Yeah.
To him while he's passing. So let's just say a little quick tribute right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramon and I are here, and before we get started, also thank you for letting us come back. We were out for 2 weeks. But before we get started, I would like to say we lost someone very near and dear to us, a man who taught us so much, a man who befriended us, a man who we performed with. The guy was like an older brother, Noah Gregoropoulos.
Yes.
And if you know anything about improv in the world, then you know that Noah Gregoropoulos was one of the best to ever not only do it, but also teach it. He will be missed. All right, let's get into the shenanigans.
Bastards All Day, Bad Waves is a radio show based in reality, and the views and opinions of on-the-air personalities do not represent Q4 Radio and are solely for entertainment purposes. You see, this broadcast includes bastards with adult language, bastards with adult themes, and bastards with partial nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Pete motherfucking-ass. So if you're a bitch nigga with ass delicacies looming in your crusty ass from dangling participles and real shit, call the show directly or turn the channel. You.
Beloved Gang exclusive.
Diesel on the beat though. For no complications. You really should've tried my patience. I'm out here trying to find my greatness. Blast off the pop low. You've been working too slow. Suck it, daddy back in control. Someone had to take the dice and then roll something. So something like a haberdasher. Building rapid, rapid faster. Came a long way from the Cabbage Patch. Damn, that cat could rap. Ad Asper. I'm trying to get to the stars. It doesn't seem very far. Rocket ship sits in my yard. Finally ready to start. All systems go. Coming out of the woodwork, Diesel and Showboy production. You love it. Can you get enough of it? No, you can't. Feeling wild out for the weekend. Me, myself, and my 3 friends. Deep pockets for these deep ends. I don't dip the tip, I go deep in. Oh shit, I start to feel it. I don't listen to Skrillex. So f*** you if you did, and f*** you if you didn't. I'm that ugly sucker getting comfy with your mother. About to snuggle under covers, plus your auntie and your brother. My middle finger says f*** you, my mouth might call you. Y'all ain't come around for round 2, cause I'm guessing y'all had enough, Diesel.
yeah.
Sorry, that was too loud.
I don't know. It sounds a little low in my ears, but
Okay, don't worry. I'll turn your headphones up. We back on the land. Liz Nathaniel.
To you.
It's 11 something on a Thursday. That means it's time for you to go ahead and put that shower cap on and them flip flops for these bad waves. Now let's go around the room and see who we got in the building. We got him.
Ramon,
the Savage Slayer Smith, aka Don't Stop Moaning. Come on, Moaning.
I said yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause you made me. Wait, I can't hardly hear it. I still think I'm off.
It's the first year. It's the first day of the year.
First day of the year. But can you hear me? Because I can't even hear myself.
I can hear you.
Something's wrong with this. That's what I think will happen. I can hear it a little bit. I can't hear. Oh, there we go.
You know what?
I had to turn it all the way up.
Let me tell you something, Ramon. This is a brand new year.
I know.
So we're not doing that. Okay? We're gonna do this right.
Let's do this right.
Okay? You have Ramon
the Savage Slayer Smith, aka Don't Stop Moaning.
Come on, Moaning.
I say yeah. Yeah. Cause you make me feel.
My homie Moaning.
Come on.
My homie Moaning.
Come on.
My homie Moaning.
Let it feel alright. I say yeah. Woo! There you go. Take it easy. Cálmate. Te calmas o te calmo.
All right.
Shout out to Sonia Kilo.
And we had to do it right.
Yeah.
Because you moaning. You know I love you moaning. Woohoo. Oh my God. That felt beautiful. that was wonderful. And I am Warren Phoenix Johnson, but the correct pronunciation of my name is the
Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
You guys like that shit? You like this game?
The Asiatic black man, backhandling business. And speaking of some of this business, let me tell you how we're getting into it today. We're going to roll into our news segment, a little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard and you may have not. Then we're going to roll into the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers, giving us our essential needs. And then we're going to roll into the ins and outs, relationship advice, where we crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize even if we take 2 weeks out, the schlong is still long and strong.
Ding dong.
Oh my God! Squeaky.
Oh man, I had it set up.
That's the sound of me self-stimmy. Oh my God, it's so ridiculous. And then we might get a special treat. Amy Nico Schwartz is talking about making her return today.
Yeah.
So that would be that'll be great, because then that means we would get not that. Oh my God, you are ridiculous. What's wrong with you? Oh Jesus H. Christ. We would get a yo what man. That is our segment that some call trash talk, but the streets know it as prophecy. Before we move any further, tell me about that New Year's, Daddy.
You know what? So I went to we were out in California for the holidays, and New Year's Eve. So we went out the day before. I know. As a comic friend of mine, he's been out in San Francisco for a while. Shout out to Greg Gettle. We went to go see him do a show on Friday.
Respect.
And so he's like, "Hey man, so I got some passes to this club, and we got like a little VIP section and whatever."
Okay, let's go.
And I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." He said, "I don't know how long you guys want to hang out." I was like, "Well, I don't want to hang out too late, because I want to like do some stuff tomorrow because it's New Year's Eve." And we went out, man, and like busted wide, it stood up to like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning.
He said busted wide. Oh my God.
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Once again, the damn broadcast ain't even started yet. And Ramon talking about busting it wide on New Year's. Shout out to your wife who is here. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
She's on the chat.
Yeah.
Frank Joshua's in the building.
Frank Joshua, baby.
Guess who I hung out with though for New Year's?
Who?
EJ.
What? Callaway?
Yep, Willie Earl Jr.
Willie Earl Jr.?
Hung out with Willie Earl Jr. and his beautiful family.
Oh, he's got married?
Nah.
Oh.
But he had a kid.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
The boy is tall gentleman, just a nice boy.
Nice.
It was such a wholesome ass way to bring in the year.
Yeah.
And then we know what I did. We know what ended up happening. Just mere hours later, man, I got dog walked, and not in a good way, y'all. I'm not talking about the baby boy. What's my man name? What's the guy who was in Baby Boy?
Oh, Tyrese?
Ving Rhames. Yeah, I'm not talking about one of those dog walkings. I mean, I got souffle. Man, New Year's, they kicked my ass from pillar to post.
Man.
I'm talking about, man, you would have thought the shorties all talked to each other and was like, we about to light him up. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've been home that early on a New Year's Eve. Because I got home at like 12:30. Wasn't even 1 yet. Like I was just like, I got to get off these streets. It's not safe for me out here.
Even the homeless lady was like, yeah! Like, no.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. But it started off so wholesome and loving.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I hung out with Kate Friedman and her boyfriend Alex. Shout out to Kate and Alex DiGiacinto. Hung out with them before the whole night kicked off. Then went to EJ's lovely, like he had his Airbnb because he doing his thing with that.
With that Wendy's.
Yeah, so he out here, he getting paper.
Right.
And he had a beautiful Airbnb.
Nice.
And the mom and the dad, his parents was so wholesome and, well, yeah, I remember you when you were performing with Blackout and you one of Willie Earl's old friends. I said, yes, ma'am, I am. It's so nice to see you, Warren. So nice. I said, you know what? Let me get up out of here before before I ruin it.
Right.
And sure enough, they was John Rambo and me out here, Ramon. Oh my.
He said they drew first blood.
Oh my God, they drew first blood, dog. They was Van Damming me. They was hitting splits and punching me in the nuts like bye. Like, good gracious. I told myself, man. I said, go Warren, go home. Go to sleep. Get under those covers and watch the Temptations movie. Okay? Or the 5 Heartbeats. I sure did. I went home talking about something. I got nothing but love for you, baby. So much love. Like I was like, oh, this is better. This is better. Then I got that. Then I had that phone conversation. I thought I was safe, Ramon. I thought I was safe. That phone conversation too was just, you little dirty mother. Oh my God. And then the way I got played New Year's Day, like it was crazy. It was crazy. I really did not understand what was happening to my life. But
Well, I think the worst happened to me on New Year's. Well, we didn't even make it to New Year's, so we hung out at that club. We got kicked out of the VIP.
Oh my God! Got him.
We went in. When we finally went in, we had a whole crew with us, and it was like some comics and some strippers.
Okay.
So we
I like how this sounds.
Yeah, so some strippers, and we like all went into the VIP, and I guess one of the comics, his buddy was the guy in the VIP, and it was like kind of like some nerd that section out of VIP, like, let's go out one night and celebrate. So we had the bottle service and everything, and the girls with them, and it's like the group of friends, and then comes all these strippers and comics. And we get in the VIP area, but we weren't even. And they was like, "Hey, who are these? Who are these people?" I guess the guy knew one of the guys, but he didn't know anybody else. And so the girls, they started getting mad, and they was like, "They drinking our drinks," And we wasn't even drinking their drinks, And they kicked us out of the VIP.
Dude, that is hilarious to be this age,
man. I'm like, but the club was dope, though. So we like went upstairs and like hung out and like with the strippers again. So it was pretty cool.
I don't know why, but that reminds me of this date that I went on a while ago, where we were supposed to go. Oh, right, we were supposed to just go have drinks someplace, and she was like, "I don't want to do that. That's boring." Like, we already made the plan, and the day before she changed it. She was like, "I want to go to the hookah bar." I said, "Well, I find a hookah bar." She found one, and we went in there. Ramon, I don't know if you remember the movie Belly, but it was like a dirty ass club, like in the deep south,
right.
The way it was. We walked up in there, and I swear it was just like hoochie coochie everything. It's all howdy ho. And she turned to me, she's like, "What? And I think I want to leave." I said, "No, come on now, bring your ass. Come on. This is what you wanted.
That's what you wanted. Come on.
This is what you wanted." And then sure enough, the woman set us next to some of the ghettoest people. and the girl's looking, she's all, "What? And I don't know. You don't know what, baby? You don't know what, baby? This is what you want." And then she's like, "What? Don't talk to them people." I said, "No, hell no, these my people right here. Hey, what's up, brother?" And the dude turned to me and said, "Do I know you?" I said, "But you about to though. What you drinking on?" And then sure enough, they start sharing their drinks with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and oh my God, I'm gonna tell you more when we get off there. We're gonna get off there because that old girl was a trip. She was but it like her car was a mobile garbage can. It was insane. I couldn't even put my feet down, Ramon. I was trying to put my feet down, and it was just like. So after being at the hookah bar, I'm drinking, and they drinking like some whiskey or something straight, no chaser. And so I'm sitting there, I started feeling myself. And so once we got back to our car to leave, I was like, "You know what? Get this crap out of your." And then I just scooped all that nonsense out. We never had another date again. All right.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. All right. Now with that being said, Ramon, tell them the internet crapola.
All right. If you want to find us on Facebook, we are under Bad Waves Remix. This is some serious stuff. But if you want to find us on Instagram, you can find us under Bad Waves Comedy.
Go on.
You can watch us live right now on YouTube. The chat is live. Leia Eva's in the chat. Frank Joshua's in the chat. You can be in the chat on YouTube under Bad Waves Radio.
And if they want to call in,
they want to call in and talk live with us, you can dial 312-985-7834.
Once again, that number, hey!
312-985-7834.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the Bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. For the first time today, we're going to break your law.
I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Don't get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. Started from the bottom, you gon' think I'm Drizzy. Only person from my city, never counterfeited. Always real, gotta keep it 100. Or you gon' catch all of these rounds, about 100. I'm styling, I'm flexing, I'm first up. They hate it, no giving up. They was ever rockin' with me. Grew up on Nas and 50. M and Dre, DMX, that's why my bar so gritty. Yeah. Me and my fans, yeah, we airtight. Someone like me, that's a rare type. You against my bros, ain't a fair fight. I never catch a L, that's a rare sight. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. Crazy for money, got me feeling like a crack addict. Shoebox full of cash, stashed in my dad's attic. Panic, grew up, never hit that. Brand new whip, I had to crash it. Burn the wood until it's on its last ashes. They can't stop me unless they put me in a casket. My passion's everlasting. I'm way too close, need to grasp it. Hitman, assassin, I ain't got time for laughing. Shout out to my OGs, locked up, boarded. The ones that still working and the ones I'm mourning. Any day can be your last, God don't give us warnings. I just started up my fire, I won't finish burning. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down.
Hey everybody, this is my boy Ramon. I want you to check out my brand new single here on Bad Waves, here on Q4, the hottest music in town. So let's get into some music. Hey, yeah. I don't have to say a single word. You always seem to know where I stand. Yeah, you told me I could put my trust in you, and that my every wish was your command. I can't seem to shake these girlish butterflies when you look into my eyes. I hope it lasts forever. I won't let this moment just pass me by. I need you by my side. Let's make it last forever. I'm so caught up in the thought of you, babe. Caught up in the things you do. Caught up in your loving, and I can't deny it. Caught up in the thought of you. So caught up, yeah. And I can't deny it. The way you hold me and you pull me in. Just do it once again and again, baby, yeah. You know me, you have got that Midas touch, and there's no mistaking what we have. I know it's real. I can't seem to shake these girlish butterflies when you look into my eyes. I hope it lasts forever. I won't let this moment just pass me by. I need you by my side. Let's make it last forever. I'm so caught up in the thought of you, baby. Caught up in the things you do. Caught up in your loving. I can't deny it, yeah. Caught up in the thought of you. Caught up in the things you do. Caught up, and I can't deny it. In my life, I've been through too many changes, and I recognize what's real, it's real. I know what's real, yeah. It takes more than a clever conversation to make me fall the way I fell for you. Caught up in the thought of you. Caught up in the things you do, baby. Caught up in your loving, and I can't deny it, no. Caught up in the thought of you. Caught up in the things you do. So caught up, yeah, and I can't deny it. Caught up, baby. So caught up, baby. So caught up, yeah. Baby, you make me feel. Got me going round and round and round. Oh, baby. Ooh.
What's up? This is Seattle's Anthony Danza, and you listening to Bad Waves on Q4 Radio. We got plays to make.
100 pots, 100 pans. Bobby Flay, we try to wipe the kitchen down like every 100 bands. Like a duffel in 100 grams, slapping like 1,000 hands. Word to Burberry, I'm get swim, hard 1,000 grams. My tapes is Memorex, vitamins was Flintstones. Parents was at work, they was trying to bring the ends home. Tecmo Bowl, trying to get him in the end zone. Trying to get this kickoff to this $1 million friend zone. I spit that get it across the pylon. I spit that Babylon, 400 degrees with that dial on. Westside connection, homie, I spit that dial tone. Spit that dialect, top 5, I spit that dial on. Blood sport, blood diamonds, I see him glistening. Shinzu Tanaka, my boy, you lack discipline. Danny Ference, smoking on the cinnamon. RIP the grape, it's still the middleman. How we feel trill with $1 trillion deficit. I seen a lot of promise about the cheese, but ain't no lettuce yet. I ain't seen no effort yet, I ain't seen a level yet. Asking for credentials, but I ain't seen no credit yet. I'm on heads like a microwave, still out the microwave. Money, power, respect is the accolade. Microphone renegade, making lemonade, dancing with another page.
Hello everyone, I'm Kaki from Udaipur, India, and you are about to hear one of my songs right here on B.A.D Waves, only on Q4 Radio.
Sasarigama-pa, 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 Gama-pa-pa magarya-pa, Gama-pa-pa magarya-sa, Sa-re-ga, Sa-re-ga-sa-re-ga, Ga-re-ga, Sa-re-ga-sa-re-ga, Sa-sa-re-ga-ma-pa, 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 Sa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa, Gama-pa-pa magarya-pa, Gama-pa-pa magarya-sa, Sa-re-ga, Sa-re-ga-sa-re-ga, Ga-re-ga, Sa-re-ga-sa-re-ga, Sa-sa-re-ga-ma-pa, pa-pa, pa-pa, Sa-sa-re-ga-ma-pa, pa-pa, pa-pa, Sa-sa-re-ga-ma-pa, pa-pa, pa-pa, Sa-sa-re-ga-ma-pa, pa-pa, pa-pa, Sa-sa-re-ga-ma-pa, 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 Gama-pa-pa magarya-pa, Gama-pa-pa magarya-pa, Ga-re-ga, Gama-pa-pa magarya-sa, Sa-re-ga, Sa-re-ga-sa-re.
What down is Savant from Sound of Kanai, aka Dos Equis, BKA Flagship, CKA Slimston Churchill, you know what I mean? Now I don't dare slide through the shy without listening to Amy Nico spin them joints on B.A.D Waves Radio, 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, bulletproof, blow.
Sound of Kanai.
moto. Yeah, that's good. It's perfect, I got it. Yeah. Penless, padless, full tilt with the rhyme axis. Penless, padless, full tilt with the rhyme axis. Penless, padless, full tilt with the rhyme axis. Penless, padless, axis. Yeah. Dose, rap game, Ari gold. Smack lames, snatch stains from body. Abstain from Roddy Bose. Ash lakes, stacks cake, crocker flow. My Danish from moi, French from Monty, Lavian from me, yay. Check up at me, yay. Romanian ride for the object, pronoun of I, that's five. Tongue spoken by the side for shy. Ladies sprung open like an uncoiled wire. But I don't play with fire. No one stacks home with that fire. That's right, you put on, but she's alright. Eyes brighter than strobe lights. Bodies flies, 9 dose flies. On my tour ride with Quattro ride. And my young boy late, steady burning down a forest like Mocha made him next on the board. Yeah, finna be soaring before we board. And had a whole first class roaring. Until I enter the picture and shift their attention. Like, who is this? What's his name? How's he here? What's he do? Well, I rap. How about you? No, I might be more polite. That's words to united. I say something like I write, or with a horn of nice. Or I've scored a few shows, I might have scored some light. But that still won't fly. They still wanna make sure that my ticket is right. Fine, these Caucasoids ain't gon' kill my vibe. Cause we globe try to show, rockin' comb shell, we won't stop. I thought I told you, but y'all ain't heard. I'm from the city where hustle is life, not a verb. With Cicero and Washington twist lines, the center of LU's empire. And she might have a pillow to my grind, but she's a pillar to my grind, and she's the illest with the rhyme. LUJ, you twisted calm. Open mic bump, Jay Jenkins vibe. Spencer, Def C, Angelina Jai. AMS 2G, Fillmore song. Long shot DJ, JDP5. Since died, Mr. Dead, old and died. I can keep the names rolling along, but that Amsterdam flight and shows tomorrow. And the alarm bells just went off on my old Gerard. And I'm running out of beats, so I close the drawer. And have Sacks at the stove some more. Sacks cold with the pro for sure. Did a thorough Simone with his sample and I landed on some gold for sure. Lord, it's pure, raw by the pound. An ill groove with a bop and a supple sound. Something smooth I can rock with a supple style. Got me spewing off the top out in Cup and Hound. Yeah. Penless, padless, full tilt with the rhyme axis. Penless, padless, full tilt with the rhyme axis. Penless, padless, axis. Yeah. Full tilt. Yeah. It's good, Stacks. But I don't Satch. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was crazy.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved Gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. All day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she is back, y'all. Amy
Yeah.
Nico Schwartz.
In the building.
Schwartz.
Schwartz.
Welcome back. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. So happy to share stories with you. All right. We are now going to go into our news segment. A little segment we like to call
You May Have.
Because you may have heard and you may have not. But before all of that, I got to tell you what we broke you off with. We started this whole year off with All Systems Are a Go. It's called All Systems by Diesel and Choreboy, or the artist formerly known as Choreboy. It's another one of those beloved bangers.
What's his name now?
Right now it's online as Rigmarole.
Rigmarole.
Yes, because that's his last
Beloved
name.
Gang, baby.
Rigmarole. So shout out to him. I can't wait to hear his new music. I'm sure it's going to be fire sauce. Now, with that being said, we went out of that into We the Wave by Hitman, a.k.a. Rock. Then we went out of that into Caught Up by the Terry Green Project.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Shout out to the Terry Green Project for hooking us up, keeping us laced up in some nice barbecue music.
Barbecue music.
Barbecue music. Dude, he said, are those the barbecue people? Yes, Ramon, they are. Then we went out of that into Anthony Danza's Another Page. Shout out to Anthony Danza with his new project with a gentleman named All Hail YT. And I know somebody has brought this up. Somebody has brought this up.
Oh yeah, that's them.
Whitey or White Team?
YT.
YT.
Oh, okay.
Like the letters. Yes. And don't do that. And it's called All Hail Danza. It's a serious banger. So shout out to him and his colleague All Hail YT. Then we went out of that into Hema Donji, aka the Cocky Singer, with Clangish Sargum. Damn, I wish I knew what she was saying sometimes. Sorry. Like I've walked down the street singing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and people are looking at me like, "Oh, son, what are you? What the hell is wrong with him?" And I live in that nice ass neighborhood, and the nice, decent white people watch my ignorant ass walking by talking about some sorry guy, Henry. That's how nice my neighborhood is. That the people the neighbors that don't live by you. Henry is out in the yard. Hey, Warren. Good to see you. Look happy.
I hear you singing that Hemadanji song.
I was gonna say, they need to learn the language.
Shout out to Jim and Cheryl because I've hung out over at their place. Other people who live down the street, good friends of mine. But he heard it, the Hemakaki, and all of a sudden he's got this like little ukulele. He was like, it's an interesting tune. Bling 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 bling. Bling bling, and then he started following her and listening to her music too. So shout out to Hema and Jim and Cheryl. And then we closed out with Savant with Jesus, I don't know how to say this. K0400, KO400. I don't know. He called himself the Rap Ari Gold. I love that. That's a great line. It's the Rap Ari Gold. yeah. Why wouldn't you want to be the Rap Ari Gold? All right, now that we have kissed everyone's ass sufficiently, it is time for our new segment, a little segment we like to call
You May Have.
Because you may have heard it and you may have not. Leading the way, like our own Ari Gold, is Ramon, the Savage Slayer
Smith, a.k.a. Don't Stop Moaning. Come on.
Moaning.
I say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cause you make me feel
my homie moan.
Come on,
my homie moan.
Come on,
my homie moan.
And I feel alright. I say yeah. Woo.
Okay, take it easy. We got it right. But even though you got kicked out of that VIP.
Yeah, with the strippers.
You know I love you moaning, moaning. You know I love you moaning, moaning.
That's what the stripper said.
Yeah, that's right. Him and the other one got kicked out of the
VIP. The other one.
You know who the other one is.
I got kicked out of Wendy's.
Dang.
Christmas Eve.
Oh, wow.
They said, how'd you get in here? And I was like, through the door? And they were like, nah, someone let you in. And I was like, well, a guy held the door for me. And they're like, get out.
And see, this is one of the things that you always do for us. You figure out how to find the most trouble in some of the non-troublest places ever.
I know. Wendy's is usually pretty chill. They were stressed out.
I got kicked out of Wendy's on Christmas. Only you. Only A.B. Nico Schwartz would come in here and say something like that, and you think to yourself, checks out. That's about right. All right, Ramon, let's hear it, Daddy.
All right. So Christmas just went past, right? You're talking about the day that Amy got kicked out of Wendy's.
That's going down in history.
Yeah. So this is maybe a little old story, but it's from Christmas. A woman, married to her husband, and they decide to go to his family's house for Christmas. And this will be her first Christmas with his family.
Okay.
And she basically wanted to go to her family, but she said, I'll sacrifice for you.
I swear, when you be telling these stories, it's like I'm getting my teeth pulled. Okay, now what is going to jackass?
And then the angel on his shoulder said, and the
Right.
devil said.
Right.
His internal monologue
Right.
said.
And that's when she woke up with cake in her pants.
Cake in her pants and blood. No.
Oh God, go.
So anyway, so she said, "All right, well, I'll go to my husband's house, with his family, and so she wanted to impress. So she didn't know the family that well, the cousins and whatever, and decided to get them some gifts anyway, because she wanted to represent, right?
Okay.
Do a good thing.
Yes.
And when she got there, they would all gather around the tree. It's time to open up the presents, and everybody opens up their presents. And she was surprised that, not being recognized by them that much, that there was a lot of presents for her there. And she was like, "Oh, well, how nice of them to actually give me presents." And they, just getting to know me. And so she opens up the first present. To her surprise, a lump of coal.
Ooh, wow. Newlyweds.
Oh, wait, that was the wrong one.
Got him!
Go ahead.
A lump of coal. And everybody starts laughing. And she's like, she laughed it off. And she's like, "Oh, it's funny." Well, she had 18 gifts. And guess what? They were all a lump of coal.
Dang. She was so bad.
Yeah, each gift was
Did they all drive Priuses?
Probably.
And they still gave her coal.
Still gave her coal. So
what'd she do? Yeah.
Well, so it turns out that this is a tradition his family does to newcomers.
Oh, it's a hazing.
It's kind of like a hazing. And she didn't take it that well. She was
like, you think?
Right. She's like, wait a minute. Like, one, I can laugh at it, but 18 gifts,
right,
and they're all coal.
But that's what makes this funny.
Yeah. Well, she didn't think it was so funny, and
just like him.
she left. Actually left and went to her family.
Oh.
She got a little mad, and then so that her family were pissed at her because they was like, well, you embarrassed your husband by leaving.
She didn't finish the initiation.
No.
Wait, there's more, isn't it?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a little
out the family,
upset that that they would do that. She's like, well, if it's a joke, then let it be a joke, but then tell me, hey, here's a gift for you.
Did they give her a real gift?
No, they didn't.
Oh, Jesus.
So she was humiliated, and then they kind of blamed her.
Why does that tickle you so much? Why you wouldn't want nobody doing that to you?
I mean, the husband should be getting her a gift, not the
Right?
cousins. Maybe the mother-in-law. I don't know, father-in-law.
Yeah, I think the mother-in-law or the father-in-law should at least give her something.
Yeah, they should have. They just gave coal
They
too.
just gave everybody coal. 18 boxes of coal.
Jesus.
Where do you even buy coal these
I don't know.
days? Like, what?
Right. Did they have to just buy one of those bags?
Probably like a bag of
charcoal.
And then to sit there and physically put
and waste your time packing a box of coal. And they're like, wait, she gets a load of this.
Oh my God, it's gonna be hilarious. She's gonna love this. Jesus. I know it's Christmas, but somebody we got a slave messing with me. Come on, man. Keep it going.
All right. Well,
Jesus, what is this one?
This girl, a lady goes into I guess like kind of psychic therapist, whatever.
Okay.
And he basically hypnotized people, and he says supposedly we've been living different lives. We reincarnate or whatever. And so this guy basically hypnotized you and takes you back in the past to see all your different lives. This is a good story. It's a good story.
It's not. It's not.
Well, it turns out that she visited the guy, and they got married.
Wait.
Yeah.
Who got married? The
The hypnotist and the client. It turns out that he hypnotized her and took her back to her past. And in her past, she was supposed to get married. Her name was wait, what's her name? I'm sorry. Her name, I forgot her name, but Angela, something like that.
I thought related to the story.
Oh no, her real name is Angela, but her past in the 16th century, her name was Marie McLeod.
McLeod.
Of the Clan McLeod?
I guess so.
And then, how did she get to the marriage? Okay, so
here's this is kind of like crazy because I'm thinking like this is stupid because he took her back and her name was Marie McLeod and she was supposed to marry this guy.
Like Marty McFly.
Yeah.
McLeod.
She was supposed to marry this guy but in that back time she wanted to marry this guy, but she didn't really want to marry him. She wanted to marry this other guy named Charlie Anderson. And so Charlie Anderson, when the therapist woke her up again, he said, what did you see? And he said, well, I saw that I was supposed to marry this other guy, but I wanted to marry Charlie Anderson. And he said, what did Charlie Anderson look like? And she said, he looked like you.
Oh,
wow.
This is not.
And
this isn't legal. This is.
I know.
Right, this sounds messed up.
So that's when I was reading. I'm like, wait a minute. What if he hypnotized her to marry him?
Yeah.
And so they got married, and he basically went on. He kind of like broke the patient-client thing, and
do they have a patient-client thing with hypnotists?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess if you're a certified.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be like a therapist too. So she basically texted him back and said, hey, I really like that breakthrough I had, and I was really grateful. and then so he basically said, oh, good, and then I think like a couple of weeks later, she's like, would you like to go for coffee? And one thing led to another.
Breakthrough.
So I think I'm under the suspicion. I'm under the suspicion that this guy kind of hypnotized her.
Yeah.
She's like,
no way.
Close your eyes.
You're gonna marry me.
You're gonna marry me.
You're gonna love me.
You're gonna love me.
This is why people are scared to go to therapy.
Right. That's what when I say when people get hypnotized, it's like I would never get hypnotized because you don't know what that person's gonna do or say.
You probably wouldn't be able to get hypnotized because you're suspicious.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it works like that.
Because I've seen like people who basically like eat onions thinking it's an apple and stuff like that, and like I wouldn't want to be like that. Like
I had a friend of mine, for some reason, I don't even remember the whole story, but where there was a hypnotist, Mike Jones, shout out to Mike, and he.
Oh, the comic?
Yeah. He hypnotized my buddy Carl, and then Carl was in the audience. Carl was on stage, and he was like, "So, we want somebody. We need another volunteer. Who do you want?" And he had his eyes closed, and he said, "My friend Warren." I said, "No, you don't. No, you do not." And Mike, and unfortunately, Mike knows me, so he's like, "I can't use Warren. I know him." And he's just like this. He's damn. You are not hypnotized.
Right.
Stop it. Out of all these people, you gonna pick B? Mm-hmm. You couldn't say the lady in the front, guy in the back.
Right.
Get out of here. And then luckily Mike had the good sense to be like, oh, hell no. I was just getting tossed up with him 2 weeks ago. Oh, no, hell no. That don't work. And he was crazy. He was the one that we went to Great America. And he left Great America and snuck in a bunch of little tiny bottles of liquor. Mm-hmm. And I remember we were getting on the Batman ride, and Sean don't, he don't drink like that.
Yeah.
But he when in Rome, right, trying to participate with everybody. So we were getting up to the Batman ride, and Sean's trying to drink this thing, and he's just like, and then the lady comes out and sees him, looks him right in the face, and then walks away, and Sean goes, "Say something, ho." And I was like, "It don't even look good, Sean. You don't have to do this." All right, keep going. I'm sorry.
It's a funny story about Mike. My grandmother, he was on TV one time, and my grandmother saw it. She's like, "Hey, there's a guy on TV. He's a hypnotist. He kind of resembles. He looks like you a little bit."
I do look alike.
And then I was like, "Oh yeah, who is it?" And I saw like, "Oh, I know that guy." So one time he was at Zany's, and we like took a picture, and I sent it to her. So she was all happy because I met my doppelganger or something like that.
But that story
your
really
grandmother's heart.
That story really petered out.
Yeah.
It really did.
It's like,
my grandmother was happy.
Well, another news.
And my grandmother was happy.
And my grandmother was happy.
You know, it's a wild story when it ends with, and my grandmother was mildly happy.
Right. After all these years.
All right, after all these years.
All right.
Now her life is complete.
Because I took a picture with a guy who kind of looks like me.
Well, no, she had seen him on TV, so then
Oh my God.
I guess she was like excited that I knew the guy
Yeah, that
on
makes
TV.
sense. All right, keep going.
All right, well, a woman is planning on, she's thinking about putting cameras in her house because she thinks her husband may be gaslighting her.
Okay, about what?
So it turns out like he comes to her and he says, honey, you put the dishes in the dishwasher, but you never turned it on. And she said, wait, I can swear I turned it on. Or it'd be like, honey, you left the stove on. And she's like,
Literally
I can swear I turned it off, you know. So she's been like doing stuff around the house that she says she's done. And he comes back and says, hey, you didn't do this. So she thinks he's probably gaslighting her. So she wants to put up a camera to find out if he's doing that for real. So people are saying that you can't do that because it's invasion of privacy. And somebody, somebody commented and said, you better check your. So she's like suspecting that maybe he's cheating on her, and so he's trying to like gaslight her so she can think she's crazy, so he can find a reason to like leave her or something. But somebody put in the comments, check your carbon dioxide, whatever things. Detectors, because that is a sign of he may be trying to poison you with carbon dioxide. So basically, like, because you start to forget stuff supposedly.
So
I
she
don't.
checked it?
No, they didn't say.
What?
So I know this doesn't feel out just like my grandmother's
Did she put
story.
the camera up?
No, but that's the thing. She just wrote on her chat like, should I put the camera up? And I'm gonna like see if my husband. So hopefully there's a follow up to this story.
So nothing's happened.
No.
No, of course not.
The way he said it too. No, of course not. Nothing happened. Well, what do you think? Is this story will have a beginning, middle, and end?
Oh man.
No. like, come on, man.
So no, it's just funny that the things that he would do, like he'd like put her toothbrush. He would even put her toothbrush. She'd find her toothbrush with toothpaste on it, and he said, "Hey, you forgot to brush your teeth last night." She's like, "Wait a minute, no, I didn't forget to brush my teeth. Like, why would I forget? Why did I put toothpaste on the toothbrush and like leave it there?" And,
Maybe it's a ghost.
I don't know. I think he's trying to.
I'm sure it's him.
Yeah.
Do what? He's trying to do what?
I'm sure he's trying to.
What is he trying to do?
Why doesn't she just put the cameras up?
Well, that's what I thought I was gonna read when I was reading the story, but
I was gonna read.
I thought people started commenting like, "Hey, don't."
Oh my
So basically,
God.
she's just feeling bad that she's gonna like violate his privacy by putting the camera up. But I would say put a camera up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy is
yes.
obviously
You got a hypnotist molesting people. Yes, put up a damn camera.
Right?
You can do that. This guy sitting up here talking about some follow my cock.
Right.
Wait, can I say that?
Probably not.
Instead of follow the clock.
Right.
Yeah, like, come on. He needs to be arrested.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm sure he's like
License
he's doing
revoked,
something.
at
Yeah.
least.
Something that I'm sorry, I know that's like two stories or whatever.
No, yeah.
But who, like, how do you go to your people and be like, hey, I'm in this relationship. Oh, when you start dating? Oh, like last week. Oh, how'd you meet? He hypnotized me.
I can imagine like her telling the story to her friends and he's sitting around the table.
Cute meat.
Funny story how we met. I went to go see him. He's a hypnotist. And we immediately fell in love
Immediately fell in
after
love.
one session.
I don't trust hypnotists. I used to have this feud, this like ongoing thing with this hypnotist. He was a hot air balloon conductor.
Oh my
and
God.
a hypnotist. Yeah, he was the most ridiculous human being. And this is when I worked at a coupon factory. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know.
And he would run deals for like the balloon, and then he would also run deals for hypnotism separately. And then he was always claiming that like, what was it? Oh, he was flying the balloon in like thunderstorms.
What?
Yeah, so he got in trouble because he was taking the balloon out in crazy weather, and I just imagined him being like, I control the weather, I hypnotize. You know, like, he was just like such a control freak, and like he sent me this email one time that was like, does a brain surgeon beg for patience? No, I don't think so. Because he was like bad at customer
Right.
service. Like, but you're not a brain surgeon.
Right.
You need to have good customer service. You fly a balloon, man.
Right.
Like, he
You're
was
the
just,
only person that has beef with a hot balloon hypnotist.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
That was
man.
a cool combination, though. That's
He was pulling some scams. I'll tell you that. Pulling some real scams.
Man.
And he was real arrogant. He talked old timey in emails to me.
How do you talk tiny?
Old timey.
Oh, old timey. Okay.
Like he'd be like, "Well, I shall not be challenged." You
What is
know,
that,
like very like
the Wizard of Oz?
Good day, sir. You know, like that kind of
Oh
like
my
that's how he
God.
like typed to me.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, he was out of control.
I'll never forget the day Sean told some woman good night in the afternoon, and she ain't talked to him for 3 months.
Oh.
He's in there, and he like, you know.
What time was it?
It was like 2. It was 2,
PM.
and he was standing on the balcony, and I've been in the room watching this whole go down, because he like, man, she coming back over here and X, Y, and he had a good reason to like not talk to her, but he was like, you need to go, okay, you need to go. She was like, Sean, stop playing, open the door. Sean, quit it. And then I said, say good night. And Sean looks at me and said, say good night? What that gonna do? Just say it. And Sean says, good night. And she was like, what did you say to me? And Sean, you should have saw Sean get charged up. He's like, I said good night. And that woman disappeared for 3 months.
Gaslighting her on time.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? Check your carbon monoxide. All right, you got anything else?
Okay, one more.
Okay, hopefully it got a nice ending.
Hopefully, I think it's a nice ending. A man and a woman go on a road trip together. Their idea is to go to his wife's hometown. When they were leaving, the man, while they were driving, he's like, man, I gotta pee. And she said, well, why don't you just use the toilet, the gas station we just passed? He's like, well, you know, he said, well, it's got to pull over and use the bathroom. So he pulled over on the side of the road, goes to pee, and as he's peeing, she gets out and goes to pee. So when he comes back in, he gets in the car and takes off.
Dang.
Well, he didn't know that she wasn't in the car.
How did he not notice?
Right?
Like, was she riding in the back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was his excuse. Basically, he took off, and the woman, after she finished doing her thing, came back to the car to find the car was gone, and she basically had to walk because she left her phone in the car.
Oh.
She had to walk 12 miles. To
My God, he didn't go back?
He didn't go back, and then she finally got 12 miles to the nearest town, contacted the police, and the police tried to call him like 20 times, and he didn't answer his phone.
Dang.
When they were finally able to contact him, he said, I didn't even realize she was gone. Like, I thought she was asleep in the back seat. So I just kept on, once I got in the car from peeing, I just took off, thought she was like back there asleep. And so once he realized she was gone, he had to turn back around and go pick her up.
Your segment should be called like horrors, marriage horrors. Like, tales from.
Oh my God! Right.
Well, I've been on
the
this.
WED.
Like I said, well, you haven't been here, so it's been like a little kind of like cheating, kind of kick. Like the subjects have been like cheating or marriage going wrong, or so.
And you sit here next to your wife. Like I would, if I was her, I'd be like, baby, why don't you have this theme? What is this theme? Are you trying to tell me something?
So what did she do? Did she do anything?
No. She basically, I got pissed at him, but.
You were in the middle of the road trip. Like, was she like in the middle of the trip?
No, I think they were heading back home.
Did he get home before even?
No, he didn't make it home. So he was like, but it's kind of weird that they called him like 20 times and he didn't even answer the phone.
Yeah,
he was off doing something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he probably tried to leave her.
Suspicious. He tried to leave her.
Literally, he did leave her.
He did.
Because I was like, when I was reading, I was like, wait a minute, how do you like get down the road?
Maybe he wanted her to dump him.
I don't know.
So he dumped her on the side of the road. Like what? It's kind of craziness.
Like, and imagine how mad she
yeah.
will stay at him.
Man.
Like, that's one road trip that they may have had luggage, but they definitely they carried emotional baggage.
Yeah, it says that she got back in the car without argument, but
she got back in the car without arguing.
Because she had to get home.
Right.
When she got home,
She's like, once I get home,
she don't know what he's gonna do.
Once she get home, she's gonna be like, "Hey, you left toothpaste on the toothbrush. Hey, the gas is open."
Dude, I don't know. Like that, I couldn't imagine.
That's grounds for a divorce.
I've been dumped for way less. I've been dumped for like less than walking out and leaving your wife on the side of the road.
The side of the highway. Too. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Not just like in the.
I've gotten into an argument with somebody over like not moving their opening like their chair. Or,
really?
Or no, not
opening the door.
Holding the door.
Man.
And you think you're gonna leave somebody on the side? And what's he say?
I thought she was in the back seat. Here's the thing, like, how can you think she was in the back seat when she said, "Why didn't you stop and pee earlier?" And then he gets out, unless she was sitting in the back seat.
Then.
I mean, right? She's awake, and then you like, well, she fell asleep that quick while you was taking.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
What are you talking? Like that is insane. All right, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. I'm still thinking about the hypnotist. I'm still thinking about the hypnotist. Do you know you can't, like, when I make women drinks, I make them purposely lighter so she doesn't think I'm trying to pull something slick. So for this man you're out of it. Oh, you love me?
Who's the love of your life when you wake up? You.
It was you all along.
It's you all along.
From a previous life.
Right, from the 1600s.
It was you from the 1600s.
Nope.
Why she not calling? Nobody calling shenanigans in that woman's life.
Oh man.
Right.
Nobody's like, hey, I think something might. Be
right. You know, I think you gotta make sure that this guy.
Like you don't understand. In 1864.
Right.
What happened to me?
Right. Maybe she should go to another hypnotist and make her go back and make sure that the guy it looks like the guy for real.
Right. Wasn't up in there kicking around.
Right.
Then she'd be married again.
Then she'd be married. She'd be living a double life.
Oh my God.
Married to two dudes.
That dude, that hypnotist coming in. Imagine like she's a beautiful woman, and this hypnotist is like some guy who never in his life would have a woman like that. And she comes in and she says, "I think my boyfriend hypnotized me into liking him." Oh, that works.
Oh yeah.
You don't say.
You don't say. Lay down.
Lay down.
Let's investigate.
I'll take care of
Let's
this.
try this out. I'll make sure you forget him.
Oh my God. All right. It is time for Amy Nico Schwartz. Y'all is back. And that is Amy Nico Schwartz. Schwartz.
All right. I'm going to keep mine real simple and quick since we dived in on those other ones. In Los Angeles, City of Angels, there's a fire, as happens, but this particular fire isn't a forest fire. It is a parking lot fire, and it was started, we don't know exactly how it was started, but the parking lot was lit ablaze with hand sanitizer. That's right. Pallets of hand sanitizer were found burning in the parking lot. Firemen had to stop, it from spreading. They were able to successfully stop it from spreading. So they were able to stop the fire from spreading, but they were not able to stop the over-sanitization of Los Angeles. Watering it down.
Wait, who lit the fire?
They don't know, but it was all sanitizer in a parking lot. So I don't know if it could have been possible. They didn't really say if it's possible if like the sun could have started the fire or if someone lit the sanitizer on fire. But they know that it was just all sanitizer pallets set on fire in this parking lot.
They clearly did this on purpose.
Yeah. Because that's hard to put out too. Like when you put water on it, I think it like spreads more. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's alcohol, so yeah, they had to like block off the area. So, yeah, I don't know if this is like like a COVID's a lie person lighting on fire, or if it's, I don't know.
Well, so would you say that?
Kind of freak
would you say that parking lot is clean?
Squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean.
Oh my God. Hey, one thing you know though for sure that like this guy who started a fire with hand sanitizer. This is an arsonist who got away clean.
Hey, yo. All right.
You didn't like it.
He got away with it. I liked it.
All right, hit us.
Scot free. All right, so now I'm gonna go to Australia, down under.
Good day.
In a suburb of Sydney, Australia, a cow is found wandering around a shopping mall. It is just wandering about the shopping mall, completely in need of some help. So the cow gets saved from the shopping mall, and immediately, within 24 hours, is later found stuck in the mud.
Wait. So they get the cow.
So they rescue the cow from the mall. And then, within less than a day, they find the cow stuck in the mud and unable to get out. So the firemen, this is another fireman story. The firefighters have to save the cow from the mud that it is now trapped in. I don't know how you'd think cows would be okay in mud.
Right.
Not this cow. This cow is not okay in capitalism. He's not okay in nature.
I think this cow has a death wish.
Yeah,
Or he's doing something.
This cow's starting beef all over town.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah. Ah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
You can
Get one for that.
you can save a cow from capitalism, but you can't lead it to not get stuck in the mud. So heard it from the bovine that they had to lasso this cow out with the fire hose, and it was saved, but I don't know, they haven't said what they're going to do with it. They took it to the university. We'll see what shenanigans it pulls on campus next.
They need to hypnotize that cow.
It's like a John Belushi cow. Now it's at the college.
What is it gonna get into
What's
now?
going to get into next?
Right.
It's going to be an animal house.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you do that. Now, shoot, it's hard to follow those. But I can try my best. Let me hear you go.
He's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for my part of the news. Now, this is very hard-hitting news, very provocative news, very critically disclaimed news. And I don't go to any news source. No. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to ABC, DEFG. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com. WorldStar. Let's get into it. Oh boy. So, I don't know how I want to end this, but I got it. A woman plays with a tiger, and much to her surprise, the tiger tried to eat her. Now, if anybody ever tells you that playing with jungle cats is safe, they're definitely Lion King. Oh my God. Moving right along. Oh my God, this one.
Everything the lie touches is our kingdom.
Now, a woman claims that if you are a heterosexual male and you don't want to sleep with a transgender woman, then you are a bigot and transphobic.
What?
Now, that's like saying if you don't own a plant, you're plantist. If you don't have a dog, you're doggist. If you've never been to space, you're clearly a spacist.
Spacist.
Oh my God. Oh man. And if you have problems with stupid people, don't follow her on TikTok. Closing out. Documented idiocy. Actually, this I should have started with the other one, but this is an oldie but a goodie. A woman has a Tinder date, and the man comes into her house, and in her house there's a beautiful piano, and he begins to play the piano. He begins to strum and strum, and all of a sudden she was taken aback. She slept with him on the spot. That's right. He tickled the ivory so that she could blow his skin flute. And let her do it for me and let her do it for the news. A little news segment we like to call
You May Have.
Because you may have heard and you may have not. Coming up later, we're going to hit y'all off with Document Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. But before all of that, we're going to hook y'all asses up with this music. Amy, telling me internet crapola.
You can follow us on Instagram at Bad Waves Comedy. We're on Facebook at Bad Waves Remix. And you should be watching us on YouTube right now, in addition to the radio, at Bad Waves Radio. But you can also give us a call or drop us a line in the chat at the phone number 312-985-7834.
Once again, that number, hey,
312-985-7834.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the Bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we're going to break y'all off.
Left, right, you know you're right, but you're saying lie, some is the type. Don't you watch so from the window like it's TV, you'll make me some other can never be me, never be me, never be me, never be me. Hot, cold, you're growing old, doing what you're told, synthetic mode. Binge watch so from the window like it's TV, you make me somehow that can never be me, never be me, never be me, never be me. Love war, you're such a bore. Washing up the shore, domestic whore. Binge watch so from the window like it's TV. You make me someone that can never be me, never be me, never be me, never be me.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Crystal Poppin', and I'm here chillin' with the Bastards at Bad Waves on Q4.org.
I'm cold-blooded. Boss ass this raw gold honey. I'm talking about get rich off some money. And I keep dropping hits, I'm so clumsy. This shit so funny. Basic, you just gotta look around before they mention me. This shit talking, then I walk in. Silence when I speak. Emergency, yeah. Hurry please, get that whole surgery. In my bed like groceries, I'm back in the streets, come from the city, you cannot compete. Coming for me, step out the line, they gon' bury you deep. Run with the gang, war with my city, they knowin' my name. Louis the bag, crossing my chain, skipping security straight to the plane. I gotta get it, I don't take opinions, I walk in the club like a star. Back in the day, didn't know who we are. Now we escorted the stages in cars. Run up the numbers all day. Get that broke out of my face. Need to change, flipping the tables off the game. I'm cold-blooded. Boss ass this raw gold honey. I'm talking about get rich off slow money. And I keep dropping hits, I'm so clumsy. This shit so funny. Basic, you just gotta look around before they mention me. This shit talking, then I walk in. Silence when I speak. Emergency, yeah. Hurry please, get that whole surgery. In my bed like groceries, Who else you know? Killing the flow, get in the bag, killing the show. Hitting the road. Front of me, know you will never win. I take a shot just to kill my adrenaline. I get it lit up just like I was Edison. Money so blue, got that green in my medicine. Cold-blooded. Boss ass bitch, this raw gold honey. I'm talking about get rich off some money. And I keep dropping hits, I'm so clumsy. This shit's so funny.
This is Frank Joshua. It's Bad Waves radio time again. You know you love them, but also, aren't they just a little bit dangerous? They're going to play you my new track 5 minutes. Please be careful.
turns the simple and clear into a wandering maze unknown. 5 minutes isn't a lot. 5 minutes isn't a lot. 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 hours, 5 days turns the simple and clear into a wandering maze no longer. 5 minutes isn't a lot. Though I've said it before, you'll know
Hey yo, check deal. You know what it is. It's case of rim. What's the case with him? Mr. Cola ass soda, get you clean on your overs. We about to keep it official up in here, exclusively on Bad Waves Radio, Q4.org, official home of the Wave Runners. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy. We got whatever charge. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. Come hop at your boy. You know what I do. Head switch it up on them, turn my game round, say goodbye to the hello, still the same hustle. When you wear it out, the only difference is packaging when you hand them out. I got 100 landed now, when they touching down, I got a land ready, let them know, then I hand them out. You say you do it like me, now you acting out this big boy shit. Something you don't know nothing about, stash spots, full of K's, me hanging around, locked and loaded, ready to go with a chamber round, slightest beat. They get quiet, they don't make a sound, killers like the jungle, see they pray pounds to take them down. I'm just precautious, cause faucet water running brown, and what they pass fill out, like a black and mild. What I possess, sure fire, nothing less. Found honey, you won't find better, and that's a bet. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy. We got around the charge. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy. They all running looking for Zaza. Just cause the taste different don't mean you get high, y'all. Only difference is you getting taxed. And when you tired of that, come hop at your boy. I got it for the low, gas like a local text. The code of price can go limbo if you tryna cop 10 or more. I get your land jumping, this like guaranteed for sure. Anything you get from me, better than you had before. What you expect from a new used to slanging raw. You know I kept the best product, rather hard I purchased off. I sold short bags to the fiends, they was getting off. I never used to have the biggest piece of just the better sauce. I'm dodgy with the compare me to a matador, and I don't do fronts. Trust like 50 said before, don't ask me to hold nothing. You heard something, don't come around this mother unless you buying something. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy. Don't come around this mother unless you buying something. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy.
Come hop at your boy. What you expect from me? Peace to all you bald head and cutting it up. Dreadlock killers and dealers who keep the Mac tucked. Shorty out here cracking them cards on them computer screens. I was out here measuring hard, using it. Yes, different technology, but dollars be the focus. The cream came after the fiends swarming like locusts. Gator worker name, it was part of the promotion. The Coast Guard scope it, then it's going in the ocean. Had to fall out with the connect, not cause I owed him. He was stepping on the product, trying to play with my emotions. Started selling pounds. We came from selling, whacking on the powder too hard. Here come back Elvis pace, use moderation. My dog used to whip it by the 8th, then we got the first brick of celebration. Bagging up the bounces, selling butters with the shaking. If you playing with the product, when we see you, we gon' take it.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy. Don't come around this motherfucker unless you buying something. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the well, you already know. 0.5, come hop at your boy.
What you expect from a nigga you slanging raw? You yes.
You're listening to
Mitch backed up his words and ended up doing some time.
1688.
Now I'm all by myself in the game.
The Love It Gang, baby.
Yeah. We back on the land. Liz Nathaniel.
To you.
And before we move any further, Amy, break them off what they heard.
All right, so we just heard Reliant Tom with Bad Orange. And then we heard Crystal Poppin' with Cold Blooded.
That's all Cold Blooded.
Yes, that whole album, Raw Gold Honey.
Yeah.
Have to check that out. It's one of my favorite albums. And then we heard Frank Joshua with 5 Minutes.
5 minutes.
And then we heard K Sarim. What's the case with him?
What's okay for him?
Featuring Ray Swoop. And that song is Hoffa at Me.
0.5, come hop at your boy.
Come hop at your boy.
We got whatever, church. Don't come around this mother effer unless you're buying something. All right, it is time for the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? The streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
These shout outs and salutes aren't just for ignorant people that play with tigers and ask themselves, why in the hell did I get bitten? Who are they for?
These shout outs and salutes aren't just for the firemen having to lasso a cow out of the nature's own mud.
I think shout outs and salutes aren't just for women who fall in love with their hypnotist.
I was about to say, boy, you better do it. Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. And with today's shout out and salute is Ramon
the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Joe Stop Moaning. Come on. I said, I thought you were going to play the whole thing.
You know damn well we...
I said no.
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 Take up that whole damn... That whole intro is the damn broadcast.
All right. Well, we usually salute or we find jobs for people, right? Hakaman Hookup. And then we salute people, essential workers, essential people. Today we're going to salute one and only Mr. George Washington Carver. Today is January 5th, so it's the George Washington Carver Day, which is something I didn't know about.
And unlike,
not like everybody here in this room, we know who George Washington Carver, but the people out there might not know who George Washington Carver. He was a agricultural scientist, and he didn't invent peanut butter. I think he did. No, he did.
Oh, I was about to say, he's a peanut guy.
Yeah, he's a peanut guy, peanut butter.
All that stuff you did with your life, and at the end of your
you remember us by being the creator of peanut butter.
Right.
Hey, man, peanut butter saves lives.
Yeah.
But yes, he did much more than that.
He did much more than that. So he was being in a marginalized community back in the day. He actually helped save the farming in the States during World War II, which he basically created this thing where, like a cycle of agriculture. We're saying like, don't just grow cotton all the time. Interesting thing to grow back in the day. Don't grow because it's.
Why are you looking at Warren?
He know I'm a piece of trash. And you talking about some growing cotton.
You said growing cotton. No.
The thing I think of is Will Smith running around with mud on his face.
Was that the new movie?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Is it horrible?
Yeah, it was.
That's his punishment.
Yeah,
that's what he gets for slapping Chris.
I think all his movies should be for the rest of his life like that. Well, most of his movies are.
Dude, they was just gratuitous with the the white people hate. Like they made you. There was a beautiful little baby girl, okay, and she sees Will, and I work with children. I have an affinity for the babies. I love my babies, and so I saw her, and he's sneaking. Right, he's sneaking, and nobody else sees him. And I see her, and I was like, "Oh, that sweet baby gonna let Will Smith walk past." Nope. She was like, "Runner!"
Oh yeah,
runner! And I said, "You little piece of crap! I hate this damn movie so much."
Hey, it's a good slave movie. I saw. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a movie about this lady who's a slave. And she escapes, and she finds out that she's basically not in the slavery time. That this guy has a farm, and it's like a true story. Back in, I don't know where it was, that this guy kept his farm and kept his slaves on this plantation. And for years, they were like, the family kept them there, and she escaped and found out she was like in 1970 something.
Oh,
and
70.
Jesus.
Yeah, and supposedly it's based off a true story, and she basically finds her way back and exposes the dude.
I thought you were gonna say the best slavery movie I ever seen was Django Unchained.
Django Unchained.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That movie was you even liked the racist.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't rooting for Leonardo DiCaprio, but I understood why people rocked with it now.
I love that he cut his hand in that scene for real.
Yeah. Did he really?
Yeah, and he just kept rolling, and of course, what's his name was loving it.
Tarantino.
Yeah, Tarantino was like, yes, keep rolling.
Yeah.
He was like, cream in his jeans when he wiped the blood on his face.
Oh my God! There's been a lot of lies told around this dinner table tonight. I'm about to go home and watch it.
All right. Well, we got off the subject. I guess Cotton. See what Cotton does.
That's why he looked at me. Go ahead, Warren.
See what Cotton does.
Keep your slave back. Can't stand Will Smith from that movie.
Well, George Washington Carver basically created this system where it basically, put nutrients back into the ground, which helped agriculture be better. And, so we thought he should be celebrated. And back in 1943, I think it is, they decided to make January 5th George Washington Carver Day. So shout out to George Washington Carver.
All right, to George Washington Carver, we say salute, salute,
salute, salute. And by the way,
what?
After he did that, the cotton crops were exceptional that year.
You just took this beautiful. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at you. Look at the stuff you laugh at. This is the stuff that tickles your spirit.
Oh man!
God. All right. Out this damn segment. All right. Well, that is the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers, giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? The streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now, these shout outs and salutes aren't just for people who have literally changed our world, but he's only remembered as the guy who had the nuts. Who are they for?
These shout outs and salutes aren't just for the heroes stopping the Dust Bowl from coming all up in our faces.
Yeah.
And the nuts.
I said it like that.
All these shout outs and salutes aren't for people who wear t-shirts made out of cotton, know where it comes from, and know who made it better.
Are you saluting yourself?
No, not me. I'm not sure. I'm wearing a cotton t-shirt.
Who are they for?
Everybody.
And these nuts.
All right, speaking of nuts, we're going to roll into the ins and outs relationship advice, where we crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize it's great to bust one off. I'm talking about agriculture. But before all of that, Ramon, tell them the internet crapola.
All right, if you want to find us on Facebook, we are in the Bad Waves Remix. Under Instagram, we're in the Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. We're in the Bad Waves Radio. Frank Joshua's in the house.
Big up to Frank Joshua.
He said, thanks for the spin, guys.
Oh, thanks for being stellar.
See, you can be in this chat also with Frank Joshua, or you can dial up 312-985-7834 to talk with us live.
Once again, that number is
312-985-7834.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel. Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the Bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we're gonna get the blicky up.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, wait,
this is
what?
Whitney Ty from Los Angeles.
That's the wrong one.
One of my songs on Bad Waves Radio. Only on
Oh, no, that's right. Whitney Ty.
Org.
All right, let's go. Meet us on Melrose, y'all.
Guess I'm leaving on a 2:00 plane to you. Said you meet me beyond Spalding Avenue. Looking
das cool. A film noir ending in despair. See them staring. The devil's hungry for the kill. I get my kicks from guitar licks. Hunt the moonchild for the thrill. Meet me on Melrose. I'll be sipping my coffee black. Meet me on Melrose. Just a palm tree and a wildcat.
Nuestra caída será nuestro egoísmo. Debemos levantarnos y luchar. Cuidado, arma oscura. Tus mentiras te alcanzarán al final. I'll be sipping my coffee black. Meet me on Melrose. Just a palm tree and a wildcat. Debemos levantarnos y luchar. Confía en la bondad de los demás. El diablo se ríe mientras nos ahogamos.
Don't be scared. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Yeah. Look. There was a party on a Friday, I walked in with my crew. Hardly flashy, I'm rocking minimal jewels. Fresh from my shoes to my cut, keeping a low profile. Usually because I'm kinda introverted and shy. Well, until I'm drunk, time passes, I'm kinda buzzed. My glass is full of crown. Right all off of me, Patron like my liquor and women brown. I'm sorry, shorty, I passed on this one. It ain't my style, that somebody else caught my eye. I was pondering for a while. Should I approach her and then what would I ask her? What would I tell her? Do you got a man, don't see him around? You should know better than to leave a pretty girl by herself and lost in the function. Enough for the work, I'm bugging, at least it's something. So I started walking, DJ was playing Marvin, I'm coming up. She started dancing, staring me down. Next thing our bodies touch, I hold her close, the chemistry natural, like we love us. And commotions breaking out, sound like an instant shot, the club up, damn.
She asks when I'ma see you again. I tell her if you tryna find me, blow a kiss in the wind. And holler at me when you leaving your friends. So we can make this thing a party, you can bring them all in. Cause hey now, I got homies they can kick it with them. And we can sneak out to a room, I'm tryna do a little dance. Okay now, say my number and call me when you alone. We ain't gotta tell the world what we doing, baby, we grown.
So I got a number and she got mine. Text me, I'm hoping for a date. I text her Sunday at 9. I know a place is really fancy, wear a dress and even get you some fresh curls. She said don't expect no visa after cause I'm a church girl. That's cool, I could respect your decision. Baby, you must be an angel and your halo is missing. You tryna take me to heaven? Am I dying? Is your daddy your reverend? Cause things I'm tryna do to you, I might just need a confession. She said you're handsome and you funny, I like that. You say this to other girls, baby girl, I ain't like that. Trust me, I really mean it, I'm not really the player type. You too beautiful for games, girl, I can't even play it type. She probably thinking, yeah, he full of this shit, he lying. And all I'm thinking is after Sunday night should be mine. I might be taking this a little bit too fast, but see, I'm just trying to show you that I'm serious, I ain't wasting your time, cause you're fine.
Oh, she asks when I'ma see you again. I tell her if you tryna find me, blow a kiss in the wind. And holler at me when you leaving your friends. So we can make this thing a party, you can bring them all in. Cause hey now, I got homies they can kick it with them. And we can sneak off tryna do a little dance. Say my number and call me when you alone. We ain't gotta tell the world what we doing, baby. We grown.
It's 8:39 on a Sunday, so I hop in the whip. I wanna make a good impression, quickly cleaning my ish. I pull up to a spot, I knock on the door when I'm kinda nervous. Seen her open up and I could've fainted. She looking perfect, so I walk her down, open the door up just like a gentleman. Tell her you look beautiful, smelling sweeter than cinnamon and brown sugar. And plus your eyes shine like a star. You are heading to the date while I'm driving. I'm turning summer smooth on. A little Luther will suit you. I lift the roof up, blend the stars and moon and the city skyline just set the mood. Pull up to the restaurant, got a reservation for two. Tell her get whatever you want. I never cheap out on food. Things are going great. We whining and dining, making a smile. She tell me she ain't felt this good or had so much fun in a while. Kicked it for like 2 hours. I take her back to a place. She grabbed my hands and come inside. Put them y'all in my face. And after that,
she asked when I'ma see you again. I tell her if you tryna find me, blow a kiss in the wind. And holler at me when you're leaving your friends, so we can make this thing a party. You can bring them all in. Just say that I got homies they can kick it with them, and we can sneak off to a room. I'm tryna do a little dance. Say my number and call me when you alone. We ain't gotta tell the world what we doing, baby. We grown, yeah.
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang. Baby.
The guy I fell in love with. It's more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember, the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream for help. 'Cause we've been through the worst and it felt like it crushed, but now that the fear is no longer, I hope we grow stronger till my days end. I'll be your best friend. It's now that I remember, the guy I fell in love with was more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember, the guy I fell in love with, more than just a scream for help. I know you stay by my side, I can see it in your eyes. Our love is so strong, I wonder what went wrong. 'Cause now that I remember, the guy I fell in love with was more than just a dream, more than just a good night. 'Cause now that I remember, the guy I fell in love with, more than just a dream, more than just a heartbeat, more than just a sad lullaby. No, it's not time to say goodbye.
La musica de Harry Styles.
love is the game. And before we move any further, we are going to tell you collectively, like a family, what you just heard. We kicked off with Meet Me on Melrose by Whitney Ty. Shout out to Whitney Ty.
Shout out Whitney Ty.
Whitney Ty. I got a sticker of Whitney Ty's face on my computer right now as we speak. I got another. This is a Whitney Ty sticker. Whitney Ty hooked me up. And so shout out to her for always being such a genuine, outstanding young lady and talented. What do we hear next, guys?
Hype. Hey Ma.
Yep.
Hey Ma.
Uh-oh.
Hey Ma.
and then we went into?
And then after that, it was Laura Mena with The Guy I Fell in Love With.
I love that song so much. The guy I fell in love with, the guy that I remember. More than just a dream. Yeah.
More than just a dream.
Now, y'all, you would have lost your damn mind if you thought that the butchers wasn't
The
going
butcher.
to weren't going to shop and
Slicey
dicey. All right, Ramon, you got something from the Turtle Club?
All right, yeah, I got some questions from the Turtle Club. We got some questions from Sean Chantel in the chat. First question, I was like, what is this? But then he put the rest of it. Okay, so this question says, is it okay if your spouse cannot satisfy you sexual needs anymore? Should that define your relationship?
Ooh, that's from the Turtle Club?
Yeah.
Should it define your relationship?
Should define that the fact that your spouse cannot satisfy your sexual needs anymore.
Ramon, do you want to start?
It's a hard one.
No, obviously not hard.
Well, it could be her.
Oh, could be. Right.
Maybe a little poof coming out of the.
Oh my God! It sounded so nasty. Oh, my youth, you nasty.
All right.
What's the bowl?
No, I don't know. I depending
Don't
on.
say no after you. I always thought that was funny. You'll say some old messed up, jacked
And then,
up
like,
stuff,
say something, try to say something serious.
and then you'd be like, no.
No.
Who said that?
Who said?
Right.
In all seriousness.
Right. All right, but no. Okay, so Ramon, what do you think?
I think if your marriage is solid in the sense of like your relationship is deeper than sexual, then it shouldn't affect your relationship. I mean, it should be something that you should seek remedies about. You know, like you should try to like find out what can be how can the problem be addressed. But I don't think your marriage shouldn't be based on just sexual needs. I mean, if it is, then you probably shouldn't be married.
Ooh, Amy.
Yeah, I don't think it should define your relationship because that would mean that your relationship is only about that.
Right.
Right? So that can't at all. Now, it can be something that is on your mind for sure. It's not something that you should just have to like push out of your mind and set aside. But like Ramon said, I agree. It's something that you can work on and figure out why is it happening. Like, are you not connecting emotionally? Are things not fresh enough? Like, you could try to experience, figure it out on your own. You could go to a sex therapist. You could try out a bunch of things. And even while you're going through that, you can still enjoy, the time you have together that's not related to the bedroom.
I was talking to this girl one time, and she said that was important to her. And I said, so let's say you meet this guy, and he's rich, and he has every single thing that you like. The guy is super nice. The guy, whatever, and he has a small, slong.
It's all serious.
Oh my God! Right. He got serious in an adult, and then said schlong.
Look at his face.
Schlong.
Yeah. right. As if he was pontificating. And then he says schlong.
Yeah. So if he, and she said that she would divorce the guy, or she wouldn't marry the guy.
Wouldn't marry. Yeah.
She's like, I wouldn't marry because that's really important to me. So I'm like, the guy has 99% of everything that you would like in a man, but he's got 1% of a schlong.
1% of a schlong.
And you would give that all up. So then I'm thinking like, well, then that you're not looking for something serious, or you're not looking for deeper meaning in a relationship.
Or is she aware of modern technology?
Right. You can teach. Right. You can teach. You can get that. Yeah, and then you can like teach them how to like. What is it? Tongue language.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You're
Do the sign of the cross.
He doesn't go in alone.
You're on fire. You know that.
Sign of the cross. Is that what you just said?
No, that's one of Leia's jokes. Remember that?
What was the?
What was it?
The Xbox?
Yeah, like
Oh.
so the sign of the cross.
Yeah, put the Xbox down there. The classic Leia.
Yeah.
Shout out to Leia. I think that yes, sex has to define your relationship, because through this very like intimate act, all type of other stuff can blossom. I can't tell you, like me personally, I've dated people before, and if we wasn't popping with the sex,
Yeah.
you wasn't funny, you wasn't cute, I don't care about your money, none of it. What are we here for?
Really?
What are we here for?
Well, then that means that you probably didn't dig deep enough.
And they were
I dug deep.
These two are married. These two are married though, so they at one point had chemistry, right?
Yeah. So I think.
I mean, we were assuming. I don't know, maybe not, but.
I mean, 'cause obviously,
likely.
before when you before you start a relationship or you see somebody, obviously you're attracted physically, but then you start to like go deeper in physical, and that's when I think a relationship becomes like super solid.
But you were attracted to them, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's like you have to be attracted, but
that's what kicked it off.
yeah. So let's say if you're not attracted to someone, and let's say you have a drunken night, and it's like not so pleasant looking person, but the sex is awesome.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't sleep with not pleasant looking people.
You don't know. I mean, I'm saying like
even when I'm tossed up.
No, well, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying like anybody like with, let's say like, the sex is like the greatest sex ever, like being on heroin or something like that. Not that I've been on heroin, but
not that you have.
Not today, no. But I'm saying like, and then the person is not that physically attractive. Wouldn't you be like, oh well, hey, because sex is more important?
I wouldn't. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't even engage. I wouldn't. And here's all right. I'll do one for you.
Yeah.
I have slept with an unattractive person before on one of them nights.
Yeah.
And when I came to my senses, I was like, hell no. And wasn't a bad time sexually. I just can't look at them. And take this person out. I can't be around this person. I can't showcase this person. I'm like, hey, look who I've fallen in love with. Look who's chosen me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because like, and it's not just sexually, like when you like talk to people and then you become like you start to know the person more, and the person may not be that attractive, but then their personality makes them more attractive than what is than it is like they're physically. But that's what I think the point I was getting to.
That's definitely a thing.
But
but I will say, to speak to both of your points, you're right. If you're married and this is happening, you can't just throw the marriage in the garbage.
Right, you can't just throw it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't want to marry somebody who ain't have it going on like that.
Yeah, but you never know what happens though. But
did,
something maybe it was at the beginning, and then came along.
Oh,
and
God, all right, keep going. Jesus. It takes a lot to have me go.
Cotton flying all over.
No, it might be a communication issue.
Yeah, that's what it probably
Either
is.
communication in the bedroom or communication, like if somebody's really irritating you, for me, they become less attractive the more irritating they are.
And it could be like say for the man, it could be like ED.
Health issues.
So health issues. So
and the medication.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you got to find a remedy to get around it and like try to like work it out. So.
All right, keep going.
All right.
That noise.
Let's go to let's go to Sean Chantel since
because we would definitely want to do AOA today.
Yeah.
Directly after.
All right. There's more questions for the Trailer Club. I'll save them for next week.
Okay.
But let's go to Sean Chantel. He says, when dating, why does society tell men they don't deserve women when they're broke, have any right to tell a man he only deserves one woman when he's rich?
So what do you think?
Well, I think the answer to that is clear. It's men used to own women, and a lot of men still think that they should own women. And so they're looking at this as a transaction. You're looking at it as you should own multiple women if you have a lot of money. It's capitalism. It's a capitalistic mindset. That's what's going on here.
A capitalism?
It's capitalism. There's people, men and women, thinking that men own women still. Like, oh, he's got to be rich, and then I'm going to be their wife, and I'm going to do whatever they say. Like, no, that doesn't have to happen anymore. Now, some people, that's the mindset they want to stay stuck in. But, I mean, we live in capitalism. Really, nobody can be broke and function very well. So, I mean, it's that simple. Like, no dude's going to date a broke chick either nowadays. Like, the way the economy is.
But you know there are some.
Oh, I've dated broke chicks.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna last in today's economy. Come on now.
Because you know doggone well there are some men who could give a damn less.
Yeah, but are they gonna actually be in a relationship? Or are they gonna marry them? No, that ain't gonna last.
I don't know. Ramon, what you got?
Well, I don't know. I think just make sure I understand the question. But I mean, I didn't see that coming from capitalism.
I mean, it's not a dating question.
Capitalism coming out of it.
Not a dating question.
But I think we were speaking about this.
I didn't see that coming. This is a dating question segment.
Off the air, like broke could be like a state of mind. Like sometimes, like if somebody's broke, maybe some hard times came on them, you know, and then but sometimes usually people who are broke are people who are not financially responsible, or people who are not, you know, looking for something more in life. So I think you wouldn't probably want to date somebody who is like that, right? Like somebody who's like stuck in.
Yeah.
You know,
also, people do have multiple partners. There's tons of poly people.
No, I didn't say.
Yeah, and you know that.
No, I'm just saying, like, a dude could date multiple women, a chick could date multiple dudes. I mean, there's a lot of poly people out there, Sean.
Now, it's interesting what you said, and this isn't my official answer, but you said about broke state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
I've dated rich women with a broke state of mind.
Right.
Which, you know, they're broken, they're hurt, they don't know how to care, they don't know how to love. So broke is definitely a state of mind, I believe. Now, with that being said, a lot of times you expect the man to have his stuff together. You don't expect the woman to be like, oh, she lives in the basement. You know what I mean? You rarely think, oh, me as a man,
right?
I don't need her to be together. She'll be fine.
I don't agree with that.
Stick with me now. This might be a little hypocritical, because again, I do date normally women that got their lives together.
Of course.
Okay, way better than I do.
But even if a dude is like stuck in an old mindset of like, oh, the dude makes money, then they're gonna expect the woman to be their slave, basically cook, clean, do whatever they say. You know what I'm saying?
That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true.
If somebody expects a dude to make money, the same person's gonna expect a chick to like cook and clean and do all the stereotypical stuff.
No,
'cause those are all stereotypes.
If you say if a guy is expected to make money, expect the woman to be at home and washing dishes?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who says that though?
I'm saying if there's someone if their mindset is that stuck back in time, where the man has to be rich, then the woman also has to be essentially their servant, cook, clean, take care of kids, do what they say. Like, that's an old timey 1950s.
Well, I would think if I would think I would want to be rich, I would think that would open up new doors for me. Like, if I'm rich, I'll have access to women that I probably wouldn't have access to, you know,
right.
being in this state. Or, you know, like, if I'm, like, say, like, Donald Trump rich, or you know, like, movie star rich or whatever, you know, like, I would never meet, you know, I'm married now, it doesn't matter, but, like, I would never meet, like, Cindy Crawford. I would never meet Salma Hayek or, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if I was rich, I'd probably have a better chance to meet somebody. It'd be easier to meet, you know, it'd be easier to meet somebody like that. So
I feel like a lot of times women want a guy who's got their stuff put together.
Yeah.
And you see it more often. You see guys date down more often than you see.
Ooh, no
Is that right?
way.
Yeah.
No
Am I saying that right? Yeah. Normally most guys could give a damn less if she got her stuff together.
Yeah.
Less. Most women, I've never met a woman that was like, oh, you don't have to have nothing. I've met mad dudes who are like, yo, man, as long as she look like, or as long as it, because men have a simplistic mindset. Like we're more obsessed with the idea of being with someone who wants us.
And someone who looks a certain way too.
Right.
Like if I see a hot girl and like, oh man, she's hot, I would like to be with her. And then you get with her and you find out she's got, 10 baby daddies or whatever, any problems that she have, you probably still would stick in there and be like, no, she looks good.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, men. Come on.
I don't know about that. The cheating rate's pretty high.
But I mean, we're just talking about like.
Yeah, we ain't talking about cheating. We're talking
we're
about.
just talking about the societal overall view. Like something that I always
Like if a woman says, this guy's broke and he lives in his mama's basement, I'm still date him. She's probably got low self-esteem. She probably doesn't like think highly of herself or something like that. But I think mostly women want somebody who's has some type of success or they
Right.
going somewhere at least.
At least.
And I think that should be from both parts. It shouldn't be just for women. I think men should also look for, like, if you're going somewhere in life, you should look for somebody who's actually going somewhere in life also. Like, but men are like
Right.
caveman,
Right.
stick it in, so they don't even care sometimes if that person is not. And then the relationship obviously doesn't last because they find out at the end that I wasted my time here with this person because I could be with somebody.
Yeah, I don't really know how to end this because there's not really a question.
That grandma story.
Grandma
and-
figure out. It's a yeah.
So
There's no real answer because there's no real dating question. But
And then he says society, like, does society say that?
no, yeah. Watch what's that show on TV with the Mormons and they got all the wives?
I don't know.
Watch any documentary, Sean. You'll see. If you want to have a harem, you can do it.
That is all right.
Nobody's stopping you.
And that'll do it for the ins and outs. Ladies and gentlemen. So we crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize, hey, nobody's stopping you.
Only you are stopping you.
Only you are stopping you. All right. So we are back at that time, y'all, where we're running low. So, but luckily we got Amy here today. So we're going to get a little bit of this Ayo What Man.
All right. So this Ayo What Man is going to...
Wait, we haven't did the intro.
Yeah, man. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Man.
All right.
All right.
This is Ayo What Man. This is the segment whether we see something in the news or street corner makes you do a double take like a black man in an 80s scene martial arts happened in a movie for the first time and I make them say, Ayo What Man? What the hell? How in all good grief did they do Daredevil like that on She-Hulk?
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was kind of. I actually thought that was kind of funny. All right, that's all.
All right, so this Ayo What Man's going to be a little bit of a change of pace than what you think normally I would say. This one goes out to all the people who don't do their jobs seriously when their job supports society.
Ooh, okay.
So this is out to people who have important jobs. So I'm not gonna get mad if you're working for the man and you're gonna monkey wrench a little bit, the evil capitalist. But this is out to people who have real jobs that actually matter in the world. So this one goes out to all those people that don't maybe need to be working these important jobs. So I'm talking about people losing kids after sundown in Uptown. Okay. Horrifying tales.
Oh my God.
Uptown, a place where coyotes live in the graveyards and come out at night to give you a good fright. I'm talking seriously, not taking your job serious. I'm talking about people who are listening to you talk about safety and smirking in the face of such safety. Not cutting it because you feel cute, those types, trying to skate by on looks, not doing their job, thinking they're hot, and they're just really looking like a slob. Those kinds of people who just really need to be somewhere else. So if you're thinking, hey, you're indifferent, you don't really have a care, then get out of a job where you actually matters and we need people to be kind and fair.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I definitely concur. As a man who works in childcare I have a long line of childcare history, and I take that job very serious. So when I see somebody who I'm not about to say anybody's personal business, but when I see somebody letting the children run amok in the hallways, and we're supposed to be walking in the line. This is a school building. I told my students one day, I said, y'all not running and marching and stampeding down this hall with me. Because soon as somebody fall down, they gonna say, Warren, what did you do? How did the kids end up stampeding? Because I didn't care? Nope. Hell no. All right. Yeah, Ramon, you got anything to throw on that?
Oh, no. You said it all.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Ayo What Man. A long needed Ayo What Man. That is a segment whether we see something in the news or street corner makes us do a double take like a black man in the 80s watching martial arts happening in a movie for the first time and they make them say, Ayo What Man? What in the hell? How are you taking care of children when you don't even like the children you're working with? Oh, my goodness. I'm catching myself. I'm not going to say that too crazy. But these people out here, this is what I said for years. Child care is not like working at a Burger King. It's like being a cop in Lethal Weapon 2. You never know when the sliding board gonna blow up, the toilet gonna blow up, you gonna get kidnapped and thrown at the bottom of the lake chain. You don't know what's gonna happen in this job. So pay attention and give a damn. All right, let's go into these final thoughts and outros. You really touched my soul.
Right?
Yeah, you got me good with that one. Actually got serious. All right, we're going to go around for these final thoughts, plugs, and outros.
All right, so I don't have much to plug today. I mean, if you want, you can get some early tickets. I'm going to be in Antioch next weekend, and reserving free tickets, but seats will sell out for Laugh Dance, which is February 3rd, which is going to be stand-up and dance party. We're going to have Savant there in town from LA with his own DJ. So it's going to be a real party. So go on Eventbrite, get those tickets. But as far as this week, it's a new year, and I say take the pressure off yourself from all the things you got to get done. Take the pressure off being like, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And instead, focus on centering yourself on what you need. Open up your eyes to what you might need in your life. Not, do I need a raise, but maybe does this career suit me? Or maybe not, do I need to get to the gym, but am I healthy and happy in what I'm doing in my day-to-day? So take the time to just have some peaceful reflection than hitting the grind, always thinking you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that. Because a resolution doesn't necessarily mean a list of tasks. It might mean a reevaluation of what you really want to do this year. And some of it might be just like fun things for you, things you want to enjoy and get out of life. So take that time for yourself.
That's a good, really
that
good.
Was good.
Yeah. Kind of like to say good night, everybody.
Right? That's exactly what I was thinking.
Basically, the gym is too crowded. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god, it was a S show the other day.
Oh, at the gym.
Oh my god, there was so many people, and then on their cell phones on the machine. I was so mad. I was like, could you get out? Come on, man. Who is it? Who you texting?
Right.
Get your ass up. I got stuff to do. Some of us are in here for psychological and spiritual betterment. Okay, I already got the chiselly abs. I need my life to feel better. All right, Ramon, hit us.
This is your Brain on Beer comedy show. Will be Friday the 13th. We at Midwest Coast Brewery. What happened?
I said spooky.
Spooky.
That's what you said.
Spooky. Get your tickets on Instagram. Get your tickets on Mr. and Mrs. Smith Comedy.com, or you can go to Eventbrite for tickets. Yes, January 13th, 8 p.m. at Midwest Coast Brewery, 2137 West Walnut Street. And
you look over here like we know.
Yeah. All right, looking for information.
That is the show to party at. That's a great show.
Yeah, it's a great show. And what Amy said.
Right, I know, right? All right, buy my book on my website, phoenixtown.com, PHYNIXTOWN.com. If you don't want to buy my stupid book, you can just look at the stupid pictures and videos. Shout out to the Fleeks Group for keeping that damn thing running. Shout in to me for not putting up more stuff on that damn website still. My final thought of the day, again, you almost can't top what Amy said. Almost. Don't you don't have to deal with negative people in your life. On New Year's, I got to hang out with an old friend, and it was just a warm, beautiful. I saw Kate, another old friend. We talked on the phone. It was just all this wonderful energy. And trust me, do not allow yourself to be compromised by energy suckers. Because if you do, then you're the real sucker.
Ooh.
You're damn right I had something. Our last song of the day comes from our dear friend, Heather Nation. This is Flower. You have been listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio, that's Q4.org. For the last time today, Heather Nation will be the one to break your law.
Never cease to amaze me.
I was talking some shit earlier, and I was like, "Wait, is this microphone on?" All right, thank you guys. It was wonderful to be back. It was great to have Amy back. It was wonderful to see Ramon and talk a gang of shit. It's nice to see people in the chat talking shit, and me personally, I can't say how much I love this shit so much. And just to be around friends, cracking jokes, and playing good music. And I'm trying not to kiss y'all asses too much, but the people that watch, thank you. People that come back, thank you. The people that randomly hits us up, like, yo, because I was getting hit up like 2 weeks. The 2 weeks were out. Motherfuckers was like, what are y'all doing? Where's the shit? Aren't you supposed to be doing a New Year's thing? Blah 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 blah. So thank you to those people.
Hey, it was a blizzard, man. But that's cool that they depend. That they look forward to it, and that's like I look forward to it being here. So the fact that someone else is looking forward to it listening,
right, makes
it all better. Which I think is cool.
Amy, you gonna take us out with another amazing soliloquy?
I don't really have anything else to say, but yeah, I appreciate you all and share the love. Share the artists, and if you have any friends that want to listen, you want to send us some music, hit us up. We appreciate you all. Ever growing, keep joining us.
And hopefully, New Year we got some new stuff and growing. Maybe we get syndicated.
Yeah, if you've got a business plan for us, we are all a little ADD. We could use a little focus.
Yeah, that's the final thought.
Help.